Peace, 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 family. My name is Michael Jordan, and I am the Sirius Alchemist. You know, like the Sirius star system, I am the Sirius Alchemist. Today in this video, I'm going to be discussing alchemy, the royal art of ancient Kemet, necromancy, or otherwise known as communicating with the dead, and also Gnosticism or Gnosis. Okay, so let's jump right in. If anything I say resonates with you, please like the channel, like and subscribe to the channel. I really appreciate that. Okay, let's jump right in. Okay, camera set up a little bit here. Okay, alchemy is a projection of a cosmic and spiritual drama born out of ancient man and woman's necessity to help them understand and rescue the human soul from its descent into matter, but also the material basis of the cosmos. Alchemy helps us incorporate spirit and soul into our daily lives. Through alchemical processes, we find inner healing of childhood traumas, maybe from overbearing parents or from absentee parents or abusive parents or drug addicted parents or whatever the case might have been. You know, we all know that there's a split between spirit, soul, and matter that's promoted in American culture. So through alchemy, matter, mind, spirit, and soul are no longer experienced as separate. You feel me? In the new paradigm of wholeness, the split is healed so the soul can find integration. I've spent the last 30 years studying, researching as many occult sciences as possible. Alchemy, mythology, astronomy, tarot, Kabbalah, sorcery, necromancy, hermetic science, magic, Gnosticism, the dark arts, black magics, which just means the black man and woman's magic. So don't get spooked out behind that word. You know what I mean? But I want to speak to the transformative process that begins when one begins to study and practice alchemy or any of the dark arts. You start to understand that this transformative process happens to all of us spiritual beings during the course of our lives. For some, it remains unconscious and takes place mostly in dreams. You feel me? And for others, they put in the work and become consciously aware of it and use it to free themselves mentally, spiritually, and physically. You know what I'm saying? They put in the work. And also, it also adds a magical dimension to your life that's life-changing on so many levels. Like Brother Bobby said, you got to put in the work. You know what I'm saying? That was my master teacher. You know what I'm saying, Brother Bobby? He said you got to put in the work. You know, when you put in this type of work, it leads to spiritual unification of spirit, soul, and matter. It combines common knowledge of the physical universe with spiritual knowledge of the universe, which leads to wisdom. In so many words, alchemy connects divine and the subconscious by a divine process represented by the self. You feel me? So as I continue to study and practice alchemy and any of the dark arts or occult sciences, I started to realize that the different alchemical images or ancient texts that I've read or mythologies that I've read or esoteric writings that I've read or esoteric images that I've looked at or legends or fairy tales or symbols or the symbolism and allegories all related strongly to the subconscious mind, right? So my years of research and study in this area was really aimed at alchemy as relationship to the conscious, to consciousness. I'm not interested in learning the term-based metals in the gold. No. I'm interested in teaching men and women how to become gods and goddesses. That's what I'm interested in. So now I'm going to start speaking about necromancy, which is communicating with the dead or so-called dead or summoning their spirit, which is a real science. You know what I'm saying? Because Saul did necromancy in the Bible when he attempts to speak to the ghost of Samuel on the eve of war against the Philistines. And for those who don't believe me, it's 1 Samuel 28:8. You feel me? Because I could speak to anyone that has made the transition. Shit, I was talking to Rick James the other night, and then I was talking to my homie Miles, a brother that I grew up with. You know what I'm saying? So his name was Miles Davis, not the Miles Davis that y'all know that's famous, but a brother I grew up with named Miles Davis. So, you know, that's something that brother's been doing for a long time. But anyway, let's get back to the word necromancy, and let's do etymology on that word and see what it comes up with. So the word necromancy originally comes from the Greek, right? And then it went from Greek to late Latin, which was necromantia. Then it went to medieval Latin, which they came up with nigromantia. Listen to that, nigromantia. Then to Latin, to nigger, they just called it nigger and black, and you know, back then. And then to Old French, and they called it negromantia. And then to English, which they called it necromantia, right? So they basically were saying science of the niggas. You feel me? So niggas been doing that shit since immemorial, talking to their ancestors. And so ain't nothing wrong with putting your little altar up and, you know, talking to your ancestors, putting a little food and water out for them. You feel me? But, you know, we let these Europeans come along and put these spells on us, do this spell work on us and put us to sleep. And now we fear this stuff and think it's evil when it's not. But excuse me for a second. Let me get some water. You know, we let these Europeans label it as evil. But it's not. You know what I'm saying? It's the very thing that can save your life because it saved mine. You feel me? So now I'm going to go into Gnosticism or Gnosis a little bit. You know what I'm saying? They found the texts in 1945. They dug up these texts in 1945 in Qumran, Egypt, right? And these texts, come to find out, these texts is where Christianity came out of, right? It's basically like this. They found that Gnosticism is the esoteric science and Christianity is an esoteric science. Sufism is an esoteric science and Islam, the religion, is an exoteric science. Kabbalah is an esoteric science and Judaism, the religion, is a exoteric science. So I want you to try to understand that. You know what I'm saying? That's the spiritual side of it, that Gnosticism. So Gnosis, and then here's a good book on Gnosticism you really want to get, if you can find it, because it's really hard to find this book. It took me a while to get it. But it's called The Death of an Evil God by Joseph Cipollone. And he goes into the coming destruction that's coming and all that. He goes into the whole nine. So it's really, really a good book. I hope you can find it because it's really a good book, Death of an Evil God. But in this book, he speaks of the book, the God of the Bible as an evil God. You know what I'm saying? He's basically saying, could God be the devil? You feel me? That's pretty much what he's saying in the book. And another book I got, since I was talking about alchemy earlier, is The Modern Alchemist by Richard and Ionia Miller. The Modern Alchemist, excellent book, A Guide to Personal Transformation. That's what I personally believe alchemy is for personal transformation, not for turning base metals into gold. You know, if you're looking into that material side of it, then, you know, more power to you. But back to Gnosticism, he speaks of an evil God ruling this world that we live in. Because if you think about it, it makes a lot of sense, because he talks about in the Bible when he says, I am a jealous God, and thou shalt have no other God before me. That is a low vibrational statement. What kind of God would say some shit like that? I am a jealous God. Jealous of what? You know what I'm saying? You must not know too much. If you're jealous of something, you must not have knowledge of some things. So think about that for a second. So Gnosticism really goes into that. This is an excellent book on that. So I have to come on here. When I come on here, I have to give you something. I have to give you a book or something to cross-reference what I said, because I don't want you to believe, you know what I'm saying, everything I say. I want you to do some work for yourself. like but my man Bobby always used to say, do the work. That was my master teacher right there, you know. So he always said, do the work. So you have to do the work. So I'm going to end this video right there. Again, my name is Michael Jordan. I'm the Sirius Alchemist. If you would like a reading from me, hit me up on my email. If you would like some herbs, some of my herb packs, to check out some of my herb packs, to help open up the third eye, to help with sleeping, to help with some aches or pains, whatever you may have, hit me up on my email. I can help you with that. I do various types of readings, tarot, dominoes. I use dominoes for readings, dice, cowrie shells. I do different types of readings. So yeah, hit me up if you're interested in any of that. Again, my name is Michael Jordan. I'm the Sirius Alchemist. And until the next time, peace.